Well, if you remember last week, we were trying to create something with Ideogram, and somehow Chat jumped in there, created its own picture, which ended up being much better than what I got. Now, today I'm going to use the exact same copy that we gave to Ideogram last week and see if I can get a better picture for the front of my website. Oh my goodness, this is Gemini. Look at that. It is amazing to me. I am really quite happy with this. People are figuring out how to play cornhole correctly in this one, and they are cooking hot dogs and hamburgers and they're tailgating. This is beautiful. If you were watching last week's, you will remember that we said red and blue colors. We didn't want to pick teams. So this is a nice generic picture, and I am going to download this. I love it. So I gave ChatGPT the picture and I told him that we needed to do something a little bit different when we go to do the pictures. So we're going to have 10 different paragraphs with 10 different pictures on this one blog page. The first one's going to be about football party decorations and team spirit. And so this was the ideogram prompt that they wanted me to use. The unfortunate part about this is I did actually go to Ideogram and try to use this, and I went here and I just was so not happy with what was coming out. These were the pictures. It just didn't relay the kinds of things that I would be able to use. There's nothing here other than a tablecloth, and I'm not even positive that there is an actual tablecloth that looks like that on Amazon or any other place that I would be an affiliate for. So there's not a lot in any of these pictures to help me with my blog. And the whole point here is to kind of give people some really good ideas about what they can do. So, what I decided to do in this case is I went back to our Amazon and I was talking over here to Alexa, and she has come up with different category and different products. So what I did was I copied some of these, did some page copies, and I drug them over to I am I'm sorry. And I drug them over to ChatGPT, and that's Herman. And I have put a couple of those pictures here. So this is going to be what he's going to base his first picture on. So, okay, Herman. So I've given you the recommendations from Alexa for this one category. So please use at least, three or four of these ideas so that I have something to link to. Let's use a prompt. We're going to go first with ideogram. If the ideogram doesn't do well for us this today, we're going to go to Gemini. So he's creating the prompt for me, and usually he's pretty quick about this. There we go. So yes, this is better information to build from. I can see what Alexa is recommending, and we can make the images specifically support products. So that's great. So now down here, he's giving me the prompt for the very first part of this, and I'm going to go ahead and take the whole thing. And he's also listed a bunch of no's, no faded colors, no 1980s, because some of the pictures I've been getting lately look like they should be in the 60s or the 70s. It makes no sense to me. So I'm trying to say something a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to go back here to Ideogram. We're going to delete what was there before. We're going to go ahead and paste in what we have. I'm going to still go with 3 pictures. It's going to be tall 9/16 because these are going to be shorts and post on my website. And these will actually also be in Pinterest. So here we go. So we've got this working. Okay, so we've got the 3 pictures. Let's see how they came out. This is interesting. Okay, it's got a football themed tablecloth, some nice green cups, brown brown plates. Okay, popcorn bucket, a TV. I don't know what the deal is with the small TVs. There's another TV in this one. Okay, and whoops, that's not the same picture. There we go. Let me go back and give this. I know this is what happens to me all the time. Let's go back here. Okay, so all I did is copied the picture and I pasted it here. Hey Herman, um, this is probably one of the better of the three photos. I'm not sure why the couch is facing people instead of facing the TV, and we need that TV to be huge. So it needs to be, like a 75-inch TV, or it could be one of those big ones that blow up in the backyard. I really love those, and I think I show them a lot because my son has one, and they're just really cool to have out in the yard. So maybe if we can just change this a little bit and have the TV be bigger and the couch facing the other direction, it would be great. And now he's going to come up with a new prompt for me. Well, this was interesting. What he's suggesting is that we use the image that Ideogram gave us as our reference, and then we go in and we tell him what to do. So we're going to try that, see what happens. All right. Okay. Let's see. So he's always telling me, "Hey, this I think you should have said this." But I'm like, "You're right. You wrote the prompt, so why are you changing it afterwards?" Anyway, I'm just gonna, yeah, I know I should have copied. Ugh, I'm gonna probably do that anyway because this is really crazy. Control A. There we go. All right. Still doing three. We're still going to do 9/16. If we don't like what comes back here, we're going to give it to Gemini. I don't do this with every picture, but I just want them to be definitely something that I can use and that looks different that people are not used to seeing all the time. Well, actually, these look a lot better than they did before. I really like this look. There's people down there, they're conversing with each other. The TV's much, much bigger. They got a lot of different foods on the table. This one's got the couch out there that people can sit on and look at the TV in the back. Okay, so I wasn't super thrilled with what we were given here. So what I did is I went ahead and I took this information again, and I'm going to go ahead and go into Gemini. I just did this a second ago on the side just to see what would happen. And actually, it turned out really well. So this is the picture from the same prompt, and this is from Gemini. And this didn't cost me anything, but I'm going to give it the same prompt again and see if I get a second picture. Let me just try it out. I don't know how many of these a day you get. Oh, there we go. Oh, can you just make me a picture that's a little bit different than this one and make it a little less green and, well, yeah, just a little less. Thank you. Okay, so it didn't understand what I said, and I guess nobody else probably did either, but let's see what happens here. Okay. All right. I see what it's trying to tell me. So it's got a lot of food on the table. Let's look at the other one. Same kind of thing. That's good. What changed? Did anything here change? Oh, and this one they're sitting down watching the show. So either one, they worked out really well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up back at chat, and he and I are going to go through looking at all the different things, and he's already given me what the categories are going to be, and I'm just going to walk through every one of those categories, create the pictures for them, and then the next job I have, once I'm finished with that, I'm going to come back and show you the rest of the story. So at this point, I have worked with Herman to get the main picture done. And we went in and I showed him the pictures that came back from Gemini. Remember, we didn't do well with ideograms. So the pictures from Gemini went back to him. He went ahead and made me titles. He gave me the primary keyword. We got a subtitle down here. We got the romance copy. And then as we go through and we have each picture completed, he goes through and gives me the title for that picture. And then he also gave me this text. And then in the back end of this, what we did is we went in and well, here we put in the title. And then this is where we put the actual picture. And behind it, there is a whole section here where we're doing alt text, title, image caption, description, etc. So I'm going to get out of there before I get in trouble. The picture's still there. And then as I walk down, this is where we would put in our romance copy. And when we got to the end, he also gives me all the information that I need to edit my snippet. So this one's talking about football party. And we did our focus keyword, and then we went through here and added our excerpt down here. So that one's done. And I'm not completely finished with this page, but I needed it as the starter, and I was very happy the way it looks. So now you've seen a little of my AI workflow for creating my Autumn Sky Shop blog pages, from the first idea to actually building the page. I'm going to finish my work here, and I hope to see you all next Wednesday.